Taurus, hi. So this is going to be a reading for the month of December 2023. And I'll do the reading for you and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended at the end of the video. You can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. I got two left hands for you today, Taurus. I don't know what's going on with my hands. They're not corresponding with my brain, apparently. Let's see what's going on here for you. The overall energy for the reading, the Five of Cups. Looking through the reading, I can give that a sense of almost like feeling nostalgic about something or missing something or someone. There's definitely a past kind of an energy coming into play and just kind of looking back at that. Yeah, there's an energy that's a little buggy. It's bugging you. There's something about it. I don't know. It's kind of playing off in the background though, so we'll see. Starting off the reading, you got the Three of Wands crossed by the Empress. So this energy comes through almost as waiting, but I don't see you actively waiting for someone. It's, again, kind of coming into play for that energy there of there's distance here between you and somebody. Not sure if it's physical distance, emotional. They're in the past somewhere, lost in the past, in your past, and it's like, you know, nothing happened since then. I'm not sure what kind of distance. But yeah, there's a distance here. In your focus here, the Four of Cups, you're pretty upset, pretty bummed out, possibly about the situation, possibly about all sorts of other things. But I kind of see it tied up to this. But again, it's not showing up in front there for you in terms of you just live your life, day-to-day life. You're fine, you're good, but somewhere in the background you carry this massive sense of sadness or missing something or someone. In the recent past, the Nine of Swords, now that's an energy that's a little bit troublesome because it feels like you're kind of overtaken by your own thoughts. There's a lot of stress with that one possibly. In your strength, the Wheel of Fortune, that's changed for the better actually, so it's looking good. In the immediate future, the Knight of Cups, your heart seems to want to open up here. Supporting this reading, the Queen of Pentacles, there's a lot of emphasis on self-care at this point, self-love. The energy that surrounds you, and you may not be aware of it, there's a lot of love here that I feel like you know about it, but you're not truly feeling it necessarily. And it could be from one specific person, or it could even be people around you, friends, family, whoever carries this energy of love and support towards you. In your hopes and fears, the King of Pentacles, kind of dreaming about that perfect match in energy, you know. And for the potential outcome, the Knight of Swords, you're probably getting ready to do something about something here. You know, this energy involves action for sure. Let's clarify. Let me clarify the Five of Cups. The Eight of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, the King of Wands. Yeah, somebody walked away from here. Somebody walked away from something. It's looking like a friendship, or a really solid friendship, but it's beyond that too. And it's acknowledged on both sides that it's, you know, first it's a pretty sturdy, strong friendship, a sense of partnership, and then it goes beyond that. And somebody walked away. Not sure if that's you, just looking with a little bit of regret at that, or whoever left, you're still kind of looking back with a sense of, you know. Let's do the Three of Wands. Ten of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. Right. See, because during this period of time of a distance, so let's say this is someone that is somewhere lost in your past. And from then until now, it feels like you've been going and looking for happiness here. There's a lot of overthinking over that, in the sense of, you may have stumbled upon situations or people or all sorts of things that you thought to yourself, oh my God, this is happiness. And then, looking back at that, it kind of looks like you're in this place of questioning all those times. Was that really happiness? Was I really? I don't know, So, the concept of happiness is very unclear from then till now, For the Empress, whoa. Interesting. You get the Knight of Swords, the Four of Swords, the Lovers. It looks like your energy is going constantly in one particular direction, and it's in the direction of whoever that was. I don't see them necessarily physically here around you for quite a while, but energetically speaking, you never stopped giving in this direction. It's a very quite the important connection to you. It's interesting that the Knight of Swords is here in the way that you give, because it shows up in your potential outcome too. So we'll see when we get there, but let me see the Four of Cups. The High Priestess, the Four of Cups, the Two of Swords. Man, this is a very disturbing kind of concept here that you're in, because you're very oppressed by whatever's going on here. Well, bottom line, there's sadness there, like a lot of sadness, heavy energy of sadness. And it seems like it's being sustained by you overthinking things all the freaking time. It's being fed by that. And it just keeps you sad and down. And not in touch with your intuition, even though you're thinking, no, I feel all the time, I feel like this is the right thing, or this is the right thing, or this. No. You're kind of in your head. You've been in your head for quite a while here. As to the Nine of Swords in the recent past, the Emperor, the Four of Pentacles, the Tower. This is this is you acknowledging certain parts of yourself that are not pretty, not healthy at all. That need to be in control, that eventually blew up in your face every freaking time, because, you're never in control. Stubbornness to it too. I'm like, no, we're gonna have things in this way. And then at the end of the day, it didn't make you feel good, but you kept on doing it and doing it and doing it until it all came flooding back in your face there. And I'm not sure if this is in regards to one particular situation, or if it's a, kind of a general kind of an aspect to you. But definitely a sense of acknowledgement over that. Now, what you did with that, because there's one thing to acknowledge, okay, I'm doing this and it's not good for me, but I'm still going to do it. And it's another if you do it and then acknowledge that you did it, and then you're like, let me at least try to work on it. I don't see this going in either direction from there. I just see the actual acknowledgement of it. Let's do the Wheel of Fortune. In your strength, the Six of Swords, the Four of Wands, the Sun. Believe it or not, things are heading in a way better direction. It's like flipping the light switch here. You're going from these energies that are pretty low, pretty dark, pretty heavy, into you flip that switch and it's like, oh! That's kind of how it shows up here, which is quite funny. But it does seem like things are turning back around for the better here. Like, quite extreme. There's a sense of commitment here. There's happiness attached to that. So, nice. Let me see the Knight of Cups in the immediate future. The Five of Wands, the Hangman, the Page of Pentacles. Interesting. Because you want to open up in a particular direction. And it seems to be the direction in which your heart is kind of guiding you towards. And you seem to have a little bit of trouble with that. You seem to be fighting with your heart a little bit at times, being like, I don't want to do that. but ultimately learning to just stand back and allow for your heart to open up and guide you. You know, learning how to do that more and more each day. Initially, your instinct is to fight against your heart, to be like, nope, nope, I'm not going there, heart. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. I'm not seeing it. I'm not feeling it. No, go away. So basically fighting against yourself. And then I see you learning one day at a time here, kind of a process to just stand back and stop fighting against yourself, you know. For the Queen of Pentacles and the supportive energies, you get the Nine of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Wands. Most of this energy here comes from you looking outside of yourself, looking at others, what they're doing, how they're doing it, trying to control other energies outside of yourself, all of outside of yourself. For some reason around here, you're starting to slowly but surely redirect those energies back to you, back inward, you know, and there's a massive energy of self-care that shows up here, self-love, which balances you out like crazy here emotionally. And from that place, you know exactly what to do and where to go. There's none of this where you're being run by your mind, your thoughts, your insecurities, your fear. Yeah, it's still going to show up. But for the overall energy, there's definitely more clarity. And there's a sense of emotional balance that in here is lacking. In here, it's coming to the surface big time. Let's do the King of Cups. In the hidden energies, the Fool, the Queen of Wands, the Magician. Wherever your heart is heading, the direction that your heart from this point on, in the immediate future, as it starts to open up and you learn to let it guide you, the direction, the person, the whoever's at the other end of it is right there with you, responding from a perfect resonance. Because it's like your heart is never going to lie to you, but you have to listen to it. If you start directing it, that's a different story. That's that energy of let me be in control. If you start listening to it and listening to the guidance of it, it's never going to direct you to wrong energies, you know, or energies that don't resonate with you. So what you're not seeing is that as you start to open up more and more, the energy that's at the other end of this is hearing that call of your heart and is responding from the same exact place. So it's quite nice. Let's do the King of Pentacles in your hopes and fears. The Six of Cups, the Empress, the Strength card. You definitely have somebody attached to you here, to your energy. Again, physically, I'm not sure. They could be here, they could not. They could be right there in the past, forgotten somewhere. But in your heart, they've always been there. You've never stopped giving here to whoever this is. And you're showing me them in your hopes and fears. In both. Usually I see one or the other. You're like, no, I got him in both. Okay. Pretty strong soul connection here. It takes a lot to recognize what this represents to you, you know, to be honest about it. And the only place that you could be honest about it is from this place that you're building towards, from an open heart. From here, probably can't figure it out. So I see you doing exactly that. Just being honest about who you are, what you want, and what this represents for you. You know? For the Knight of Swords, in the potential outcome, you get the King of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the Three of Swords. Definitely starting to pursue situations, people, directions in your life more according to your heart, you know? Very passionate, very loving here in your energy as you start pursuing. I don't think that this is... It could be directed towards this connection, but I feel like that's a general kind of energy that you're starting to function more under, which is from an open heart, and it's from an open, let me go follow what I feel is right. It might be painful at times to do that, because even if it's loving, at times some energies don't resonate with you, and you probably have to cut those off, who knows. So as you pursue something more in alignment with yourself, some things that are not in alignment with yourself may fall off. And that could be a painful process. So, interesting flip here that you're giving me. And very from one extreme to another. Let me see what the universe has to close it off. The moon, the Four of Swords, the Six of Wands. You're in the middle of this process. So you're in the middle of this shift from one extreme to another. So you could be experiencing both worlds at this time. Which sometimes is going to feel like, what the fuck? And other times it's going to feel like, oh my God, this is amazing, you know? So you're kind of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out in these energies of the ones you're coming from and the ones you're heading towards. Pretty deep process. You know, it's not showing up like much on the surface, almost like not many changes, not a lot is happening, but it's a pretty deep process that you're not going to get to see fully for what it is until you've crossed over on this other side of things, you know. So interesting reading. Let's do the Imperial Dragon Oracle. You get balance, number 11. Okay. Number 11, traditional name justice, energy, moral strength, and integrity. Keyword meaning balance. This dragon is the great balancer of the energies of the universe. She sees the truth behind all thoughts, words, and actions and governs the energies of cause and effect. She stands at the center of our universe, making the necessary adjustments to restore equilibrium. At a macrocosmic level, everything that happens is fair. If you walk with integrity and honor, nothing unfair will ever occur in your life. You will walk a balanced path of happiness and fulfillment. Meaning, the truth will always come out in the end. Balance will always be restored. In order to effect positive change, you must first take full responsibility for the life you have created. If you act with goodness, kindness, honor, and integrity, you will end up living a fulfilling life in harmony with the natural order. Yeah, that's pretty much what's going on here for you. But anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.